What's up, Fabs and Besties? Today we are going to do outdoor decorations for our dolls in a hidden doll room. Yeah, so we're gonna make a scene inside of a hidden doll room that is supposed to look like it's outside. I am using foam board to build our hidden doll room. However, if you do not have foam board or don't want to use foam board, you can always use cardboard instead. Scrapbook paper, old ornaments, and lights. Oh, and we need greenery, printables, and fleece. Let's start by building our basic doll room. This foam board measures 20 by 28 inches. I cut 7 inches off of the bottom by drawing a line, then use a sharp X-Acto knife to press down firmly and cut on the line. So we end up with 2 pieces of foam board, one that is 7 inches wide and another that is 13 by 28 inches. We want to have at least 7 inches in the center, so we're going to take 28 minus 7, that's 21, and then we're going to divide that in half, which is 10 and a half. So let's measure over 10 and a half inches on the sides, score on the line so it can bend and snap while staying connected. Repeat on the other side to make a trifold. Lay it down. I glue scrapbook paper onto the ends. My paper is not quite long enough, so I'm using 2 pieces. We are going over that bend, so before the glue dries, make sure you can still bend this wall and the paper sticks into the corner. I left the center open because we're going to put the door there. However, the rise in the paper might leave an indent on our printable, so you can cover it if you want to. I'm just going to leave it blank. Measure over 8.5 inches on the sides. Score a line so the wall can bend out. Repeat on the other side to create a little recess in the wall. Cut a piece of the leftover foam board to 10.5 inches, cover with paper for the floor. Before we glue it in place, let's do the windows. We could cut them out, but I am going to use our printable window. I printed one for each wall and a template so we can have 3D shutters. Cut everything out, glue the templates onto leftover foam board, cut them out, cover them with the printables to give the shutters a little depth. Glue them onto the walls. Cut out our plain door printable. And remember, all of our printables are available on our blog, MyFroggyStuff.blogspot.com. Glue in the floor. Yay! It's starting to look like a house. I cut some of the leftover foam board into 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch strips. Glue them around the door. I put the 1/2 inch pieces on the sides and a 3/4 inch piece across the top. Then I cut another piece that was 1/4 inch wide and glued it onto the top. And our front door in a hidden doll room is complete. Since we used printables, this was very easy to make. We can get different angles and it still looks pretty realistic. So we can easily make them for all our dolls. Or we could have them decorated permanently for different seasons, so all we have to do is switch out the hidden doll room. Speaking of seasons, let's deck the halls of this room. I have a little bit of foam board left over, and we're going to use it to make a platform to hide our battery packs in for our lights. This is 2.25 inches by about 8 inches, and then I cut a 1 inch piece that I'm going to glue to the outside edge. Then I glued pieces onto the sides. We're going to glue the battery pack underneath, but I just realized the switch is on the side. So if we had an opening here, we could turn it off and on from the side without having to tilt the whole thing up or lay it on its back to have access to the switch. So I'm cutting out a little hole. I'm going to push the lights through that hole, then glue down the battery pack, leaving enough space so that we can open it to change the batteries and have access to the switch. Yeah, Where is it? There we go. There. What? Nope. There we go. Off, on, off, on. Yeah, it works. We can add multiple lights coming out of both sides, but keep in mind it does start to get heavy. And we are going to glue this onto the wall, raised just a little so it can clear the floor when closed. Let's take some artificial trees. Some of these have seen better days, so I'm going to bend it to turn the tree into a bush, and we can glue it onto the platform. I place a taller tree on the side, then a smaller one on the other. Repeat for the other side. Let's use some picks to make a garland by removing some of the limbs. Then I have 2 long pieces, and we're just gonna bend them to connect them at the top. I just wanna make sure they fit in the frame of the door. Add the pieces that we removed back on. We might need to add a few more from another one. Once we get the shape that we want, wrap it with some of the lights to make a garland that goes around the door. I love the way this came out, but it's actually a little too thick to fit in this space and not cover up the door too much. So I removed the lights and I need to thin it out. I build a frame using the stems. I'm using floral wire to hold everything together. Then let's wrap it with the lights, and that's going to give it a little more strength. Then we can just pick off some of the pieces of the plant and glue them on. I had more control over where everything goes and how thick it is, and now it can fit around my door without covering it all up. I did like how lush it was before, but it was just so bulky I couldn't get it to work, so yeah. I took my wire from the attached pine cones, and I can use some of the leftover pieces to make a circle, add a little greenery, some miniature candy canes or ornaments, then glue it onto the door. Let's take the remaining lights and wrap them around the bushes and trees. A green wire would be ideal, but all I have is copper, so it is what it is. I also went around the windows a little just to add a little more sparkle, because we are using this as a backdrop for our photos and stories, so whatever little things we can have going on in the background will make it more interesting. And when we have our doll placed in front with a little distance, you might not even notice the wires because we're focusing on the doll. Or maybe we will still see them a little. I glued down a little bit of this random snow-like glitter. It was coming off the plants anyway, and I liked how it made this little frosted look. We do need to clean up this area right here and find some way to hide that. So we can use fleece. I cut 2 long rectangles of the fleece. I'm going to glue it onto the top of the platform and underneath the little trees, and we're gonna just tuck that in. The fabric will cover whatever we want covered. Then we can just fold it around the edges of the little walkway to create our holiday scene. This is a really nice, clean, classy kind of look. I'm gonna add a little more detail above the windows to cover some of that wire and bring more of our decorations up. Speaking of decorations, we can leave it as is, or we can add a few more. We can lean a few candy canes against the bushes for a little extra flair. It's not permanent, we can switch them out. We can place ornaments in the yard. That's a great way to reuse some of our Christmas ornaments. At the end of the season last year, I picked up these gingerbread figures on clearance. We can put some behind the bushes and some in front if we want to go all out this season. I think this turned out pretty cute. Our oversized decorations help to mask some of the wire. Well, kind of. It's fun, it's colorful, and since our little gingerbread men, houses, and candy canes are not permanent, we can switch them out and have a different theme next year. Thank you for joining us while we made outdoor holiday decorations in a hidden doll room. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff and the Frog Vlog. And we will see you next time. Bye!
Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares